Boom! We're live, ladies and gentlemen, right here early today, early on this Sunday. Got some friends coming over for SummerSlam Night 2 tonight, so it starts at 6, so I thought, that's usually when I start this stream, so I said I'm going to do this a little bit early. So we're going to do 3:30. It usually go just under 2 hours to about 5:30 or so. So welcome in here, folks. I appreciate everyone for joining me on this Sunday. We do this every Sunday. The usual time frame is 6 Eastern. But yeah, we are... Oh, shit, I need to actually get the fucking show up over here. That'd probably be good. That'd be a good start. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. CWA 1980 Memphis. There we go. Should find it right off the bat, hopefully. Of course, it's not going to go. Here we go. There we go. There we go. What episode are we on? We are on episode July the 15th and July 22nd right now. So before I do that, I'm gonna get the time frame on there right. But all the fine folks that have come in here right now really appreciate it. Jersey Jen, Tastefer, butchering that from the UK over here on YouTube. Also live on Twitch. Lisa Chase Wolf over there hanging out. I appreciate it, guys. We'll probably have some more fine folks coming through as we continue this journey. Have all the past episodes in the live section for anybody that would like to check out the old ones. Also today at 4:45 p.m., even before this ends, I have a new video dropping, exactly why Deep South Wrestling was shut down in 2007 by Vince McMahon and the WWE. So we got a lot going on today here at WrestlePlunge. But without further ado, let's jump right on into July 15th, 1989, CWA Memphis. Boom. Getting these dates put up, downloaded here, so I can update it on stream. Boom, July 15th. What's up, Zach? Welcome in here. Ronnie P. Gossett. Dude, he had the funniest promo last week from the bed. Boom. Rocking and rolling. There we go. Welcome in here, Zach. Appreciate you coming in. Taster, welcome in here. Tafster, I know I'm butchering that. Jersey Jen, welcome, welcome. Oh shit, is there... Hold on. My bad. That's my bad. Hold on. I got you.
I've been on tour across the country with my partner Robert Gibson. And I'm telling you,
new sound
we're strong and we're
right in time for Ricky Morton.
And we're back here where we started, baby, back in the CWA.
All right, watch it, Rick. The DI and Doug Gilbert.
Hold the phone there, eggplant. I got a couple of things to say to you, Pally. The first thing is you need to kind of grow up. You've been doing this teeny bopper routine a little too long. You need to get a little bit lower like my man right here and be a real man like Doug Gilbert here. That's a young man on the rise.
The worst mullet I've seen in quite some time.
You are trying to be a young man and need to rise on out of here. You know, today's my first day back here, brother, and I'm going to make the best out of it. That's why I'm walking off here, bud. Wait a minute, boy. You ain't walking.
Hey, come on, Doug. Doug Gilbert holding him up and a DI with a chair to the midsection. Goodness. Can we get Ricky some help out here? Come on. Jumping 2 against 1 out here during an interview, for goodness sake. Doug Gilbert hammering him with a right fist while the DI is holding him up there. Yeah, insulting Rick. Talking about his hair and the rock and roll. Oh, yeah, big right fist. Way to go. Two big guys against Rick Morton. Yeah, it's mighty easy to jump somebody when you're two big guys against one out here who was doing an interview, but it's going to be a different story next time because Ricky's going to have a partner, and as his partner, it's going to be the superstar Bill Dundee, and here's what Dundee had to say about it.
Doug Gilbert, if it
Brother count out the gate. How many brothers will we get here? Counts on.
You probably would be the world's champion, but it isn't about talking. It's about wrestling. And I don't know what's got into that boy, the drill instructor, ex-Marine. That's what he fought for this country, to make it great, because you can have anything you want. Your politics can be what you want. Your choice of music can be what it wants, and he wants to go around knocking it. He knocks Ricky Morton because he likes rock and roll. He knocks Bill Dundee because he's not American. I'm American, brother. Don't make no mistake about that. The difference between me is
one brother.
I'm Australian by birth and American by choice. Figure that out, brother. Think about it for a little while. I'm American because I want to live here. This is the greatest country in the world. If you want to say something...
The record is 6 brothers by Dundee in a promo.
You can say it. They don't put you in jail for saying it. Freedom of speech, that's what it's all about. But this idiot gets around and fatigues, and he wants to knock everything. Well, we've already proved to you 2-on-2 that we can hold our own with you and that DI drill instructor. I'm not knocking you, brother. You're big and bad. Marines are all big and bad. You're an ex-Marine. Dougie, you're from a wrestling family. You know all about wrestling. But so does Ricky Morton, and so does Bill Superstar Dundee. And this week, brother, we're going to give you another lesson in wrestling. Like I said, drill instructor, if it was talking, you'd be the world's champion. But it's wrestling and fighting, and we can hold our own with you, boy.
He ended it with, boy, we got 4 brothers out the gate. That's how you start an episode.
Boy, he's not very tall. He weighs 214 pounds, but he's one of the toughest wrestlers pound for pound in the world. D.I. and...
That's right, the D.I. I don't know why you called me out here, but I'll tell you one thing, pal. I already had been bothered once this week when they came to my base, and I don't need to say it twice. Evidently, senility is running in on you too, isn't it, pal? Gilbert, let's get out of here. I've already said it. Watch the tape, idiot.
Do we have a tape? Let's take a look at the tape of the DI.
Eggplants in the CWA Wrestling territory. Yes, this is the DI. Guess what? Couldn't get a civilian crew out here, so I had to get somebody from the military to take my picture and let all you people out there in this wrestling area know one thing.
Live on YouTube
that
and
I'm
Twitch.
The DI, and myself and Doug Gilbert are coming to Yorktown to take on Bill Dundee and Ricky Morton. Those two fellas, Ricky Morton has got that long hair and that rock and roll style that just aggravates me. And that foreigner, Bill Dundee, who's just a little bit too much for me. He came all the way over here to the United States from Australia to take my money. I fought, I bled, and I sweat. For you people.
I fought, I blood, and I sweat.
People. And what do you give me? You give me a rock and roller and a daggum foreigner to wrestle. That's not what I would consider too smart. Well, the deal...
Yeah, Doug Gilbert, he wasn't bad. I like Doug.
I only cares about
he was, not nearly as incredible as his brother Eddie, but I like Doug.
Thing. And that's you, Morton and Dundee, and my pal and I, Doug Gilbert, are going to take you out.
That classic
Remember
promo
this.
on Lawler.
The thought of you two beating us is kind of like George Washington crossing the Delaware, wearing a pair of Jordache and carrying a Sony. It just don't fit. Goodbye.
Well, in the ring right now, we've got Ken Raper. Ken Raper waiting for his opponent, the big Master of Pain.
Oh,
here
shit, Taker
is,
coming out.
6'9", 325
Master of Pain going to open us up here in this contest.
Out of Atlanta, Georgia. Raper out of Memphis, Tennessee. Ronnie
He's been rocking and rolling. Ken Raper, The Undertaker versus Raper, opening up the contest on CWA this week.
Manager, the Master of Pain manager. It's going to be a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match. Master of Pain grabs Ken Raper, backs him into a corner, wasting no time going to work on him. Andy and Debbie, this is one of the most rugged wrestlers around here, this big Master of Pain.
I can tell by the dog collar that he wore when he came out here.
Let me borrow this microphone, Yip and Yap, if you don't mind scooting over. Dave Brown, I'm a little disappointed in Dutch Mantell and the Master of Pain.
Why is that,
They've let me down the last few weeks. They let Jerry Lawler get to me. They let senile Jackie Fargo get to me, let alone cost me $1,000. We had a long meeting this week, and I can assure you that's not going to happen again. Nobody's putting their hands on Ronnie P. Gossett. We've been training all week. We've been running 20 miles a day. And when I get through with this boxing match with Jerry Lawler today, I'm training for Jackie Fargo. I'm going to hit Fargo so hard that pacemaker will go out his ear, and he'll return to the St. Barnabas nursing home where he belongs.
Well, it's the word from Ronnie P. Gossett. He's had a long talk with the Master of Pain and Dutch Mantell, and they say they are not going to lose again. Well, the Master of Pain has just won his match here. I think the Master of Pain had a comment or two. Maybe we ought to take a listen to that right now. Well, I don't know.
I missed it after this guy shoved me out of the way.
Yeah.
Talk. I missed everything.
Well, the Master of Pain wasted no time, 58 seconds, and he just went to work on Ken Raper and just beat him right there while Gossett was over here running his match. Porky, the fans are yelling at Ronnie P. Gossett. Yeah.
Here you go.
Dave Brown, if I hear this Porky again, I'm leaving this studio. I am not Porky.
Well, that certainly didn't stop the chanting at all. Ronnie P. Gossett. Well, there they go. Master of Pain with a victory here.
I think he's a nice guy myself.
No, not very. Got some repair work to do on the ring. While they do that, we'll take a break, and we'll be back with you here in just a moment.
Yeah, their gimmick has been to bring in some local radio people, some news people to kind of go opposite or do some color next to Dave Brown.
Hello, everyone. I'm Roger Webb with Championship Wrestling. Excited about something coming up at Riverside Downs this Wednesday night.
Well, I'll tell you, Roger, I am too. You know, this is something that is going to take place Wednesday that I've been looking forward to for a long, long time. The fans have even come up to me many, many times and said, why aren't there state tag team champions or state wrestling champions that you could compete against other states and other champions from other states and other regions and that sort of thing. So Wednesday night here at Riverside Down, Eddie Marlins, the entire promotion company here, has put together an 8-match tag team tournament that's going to do that. They're going to crown newly formed Kentucky State Tag Team Champions right here. It's going to all take place right here at Riverside Downs in Henderson this Wednesday night, and I'm excited just to be a part of it because as you can see right there, 9 top tag teams are going to be in here, and of course, I guess Mark Starr and Chris Champion, because they're the CWA Tag Team Champions, they get a first round bye. But me and my partner Freddie here are looking forward to our big match. Go ahead and tell them, Roger, what some of the matches are. These are just the first round pairings, right?
They're super, too. Billy Travis, Frankie the Thumper Lancaster against the Dirty Dutchman, Dutch Mantell, the Master Payne, Dundee and Ricky Morton going against the DI and Doug Gilbert. Yeah. Then Jeff Jarrett, Dustin Rhodes teaming up to go against Black Bart, the Dirty White Boy, and then your match, and one is a son of a gun, Jerry Lawler, Freddie, and the Blackbirds.
Yeah, we're going to be going against the Blackbirds and that little wimpy manager, Harold Harris. And what this looks like is it's going to all boil down to just 2 men left, and then they're going to take on those big Kentucky State Tag Team trophies. And a little cash prize goes with this, too. We're not going to mention that. But just the prestige, and then we're going to be going against the Tag Team champions from Arkansas, from Tennessee, from Ohio, from Indiana, from all over the country. And these matches can take place right here in Henderson, Kentucky. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be Wednesday night. The only bad thing, we may have to go against a team like Jeff Jarrett and Dustin Rhodes or Bill Dundee and Ricky Morton. But anyway, it's going to be a big night Wednesday right here in Henderson.
All right, coming up right here, we got more tag team action for you. Here comes the Dirty White Boy and Black Bart. Black Bart has the CWA Heavyweight title with him. Is that a branding iron, Dave? That's the branding iron he's got with him, the infamous branding iron with BB for Black Bart on it out of Pecos, Texas. Dirty White Boy out of Buckthorpe, Tennessee.
Little brother to Black Bart. He's so big.
And I tell you what,
Keith Eric and Tim Hall.
The belt and the branding iron out of the ring. Thank goodness the branding iron has been handed out to security and will be leaving the wrestling area.
Does that mean he's in a good mood, Dave? I mean,
no. I don't think Black Bart's ever in a good mood, you know. Here underway.
Thanks everyone for hanging out tonight, or today rather.
Dirty White Boy starts it off with a big bull. He got him with a broad iron.
I didn't want to miss it. I don't like to miss shows. I like to keep her rolling. Got a lot of new people that's been coming through here.
Match coming up with Jeff Jarrett and Dustin Rhodes with a Dirty White Boy.
In and out.
Black Bart.
Brand new video drops in the video section of the channel on YouTube.
Jeff Jarrett, Dustin, Hunt Boy, Rhodes. guess what, boy? You can bring your baseball bat. You can bring whatever you want. Because BP and the Dirty White Boy is going to be around. And old Black Bart won't be very far behind White Boy. Because you know why? Both those boys was never was and never will be just like their old men. Because, gentlemen, if you think for 1 minute that you can crawl in the ring against a Dirty White Boy or Black Bart, you got another thing coming, baby. So if you want to team up or you want to go in singles, come on. We'll be more than happy to oblige. Waiting on you.
Dave, Black Bart's not a happy camper, is he?
No, he is not. He is
Keith Eric can't get the damn ring.
Individual. He is, look at him. That little short fist, he doubles up that fist. Now, the referee warned him about that fist. That's, of course, illegal, but it doesn't stop him usually. Tag made Dirty White Boy coming back.
Dirty White Boy had a great run a few years in Smoky Mountain Wrestling. That's where I remember him from as a kid.
With a double
I'm from kind of the Smoky Mountain territory area.
Dirty White Boy.
We used to get that on our local television.
Rather intense individual himself right here. Dumps Keith Eric over his back. Look at him, go right to work on him with a boot.
I like to put my kids in there, and I think they would like behave for the rest of their life.
Well, the color commentator lady from the country station wants to put her children in the ring with Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy.
Down, grabs him out here on the floor, picks him up in the air.
Wait a minute.
Okay, that was a pretty easy landing. He took care of old
concrete
Keith Eric there. I thought he was just going to smash him.
One thing to be slammed in the ring, bad enough, but down here on the floor.
What's up, Ken?
Close to where we're sitting. That's not good.
Yeah, a little too close. Look out. Bart picks him up, shoves him back into the ring. Yeah, the big body slam, this time in the ring. Black Bart, he just leaves him lying there, goes over to the corner, climbs up on the ropes. Remember, this guy weighs 300 pounds.
Have he allowed to do this?
Yeah, this is legal, believe it or not.
And he went full Sabu with
those ropes onto it.
Leg drop.
And just heads for the corner.
These guys are spending more time in the air than in the ring, huh?
It's true. Look, there they go again. That's extra momentum. See, I helped him spring down there, count of 1, 2, and it's all over. Keith Eric gets pinned. So Eric and Tim all lose it. The Dirty White Boy and Black Bart as they come.
About me a while ago, woman.
Hey.
I don't like women talking about me at all.
I didn't say nothing.
Come on, Bart.
Bart's trying to put the fear of God into this lady that knows nothing about pro wrestling clearly. Look at her.
She was saying she thought you were one of the best wrestlers she had ever seen in her life. Weren't you, Deb?
You don't wrestle over here. Take it out of here. Get back to the dressing room. Little help here from Jeff Jarrett and Dustin Rose.
She's like, should I have come in here?
Over here, a couple of words with him.
Tell how uneasy she is.
Welcome back here. Dustin, good to have you back here again.
Dustin Rose.
You guys
Wasn't it last week he debuted, right?
Got some tough action coming up.
That's right, Dave. There's a lot of things going on this week, a lot of action, and I guarantee you one thing that I'm thinking about is the tag match coming up with myself and Dustin against Black Bart and Dirty White Boy. And they're out here running their mouth talking about we never will be, never has been, talking about our dads. Well, Black Bart, I just want to say one thing. Last week you found out when I brought my bat to the ring and you had your branding iron, you didn't fare so well. Well, this week, you know, it's going to be 2-on-2. It's not going to be 2-on-1. That's how you guys like it. It's going to be 2-on-2 in a tag match, and I'm going to promise you this. We're going to give you everything that you ever asked for.
It's going to be interesting. A couple of second-generation wrestlers out there taking on these guys.
You know, Black Bart, Dirty White Boy, you can come out here and talk all you want.
Dustin's in full Dusty Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was just on the episode of Hot Ones promoting SummerSlam, and he does a really good impression of Dusty, like a much better impression of Dusty than Dustin is currently doing in this program.
All you want. Talk is cheap, baby. The fact is, you done bit off more than you can chew. And now, Jeff, myself, Dustin, and Natural Rhodes are gonna take care of business. Funky like a monkey style, if you know what I'm saying, baby. Right, baby? Yes, sir.
All right. That's all coming up this week, Daddy.
Very good. Jeff Jarrett, Dustin, the Natural Rhodes. Action coming up. We'll be back. Don't forget that big boxing match still to go. We'll see you right back here in just a moment.
What are
remind you that this Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m., Riverside Downs, what an exciting night of action that we've got planned for you. It's going to be an 8-match tag team tournament to establish the Kentucky State Tag Team Champions. You're going to see teams from Arkansas, Tennessee, and the surrounding areas team it up for this big 9-top tag team championship. They're all going to be in there going for the first Kentucky State Tag Team Championship belts. Mark Stark, Chris Champion, will receive first-round buys because of the CWA tag titles. Then the first-round pairings, and listen to the pairings. Billy Travis, Frankie Lancaster against the Dirty Dutchman, Dutch Mantell, and the Master Payne. Bill Dundee and Ricky Morton against the DI and Doug Gilbert. Jeff Jarrett and Dustin Rhodes going against Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy. Then Jerry the King Lawler will team up with Freddie, going against the Blackbirds with Harold Harris. That's this Wednesday night, Riverside Downs, 7:30.
Manager Harold Harris, here are the Blackbirds.
The Blackbirds.
Hey, the Blackbirds.
Brickhouse Brown.
You know what that means? That means there's going to be a lot of roughing and stomping and butt kicking here in Tennessee. You know, we're not taking a back seat to anybody, just like Rosa Parks said. You're going to stand up for her rights, and I'm talking to all my brothers and sisters out there, because I'm British. But I tell you, I can be just as down home as anybody. But we're going to get down to the hard facts. Tell them about it, Brett. Look at here, sucker! Just when y'all thought it was safe to get back in the ring, here's the brick man with his bull jive game. I don't need no introduction, because you know who I am. And my man here, my brother, don't need no introduction. But we'd like to introduce to you Mr. Harold Harris, our financial advisor. Let me tell you something right now. Just like he said, it's going to be some thumping, bumping, and thumping a lot of suckers upside their nappy head. Ice, you need to tell them. Chill him out, Ice.
Brickhouse Brown, Iceman King Parsons, two badass wrestlers. Like, this Blackbirds team could have went on television and been menacing.
Words, people, and all you rooted boots over there, just shut up so we can say what's on our mind. See, we here for a reason and not for a season. We whoop everybody from can to cake in world class. And you think we're going to be playing here? It don't matter who it is. I'm talking about Jessica. I'm talking about the king. To me, he's a real queen. So it don't matter to me, baby. Like I said, we're here for a reason and not for a season. So anybody want us, you don't have to wait. You can get some of this right now. Right now. Because we often imitated and never duplicated. All you bunches. It ain't but one king here. Hell, he's dead. He's dead. So it's time to look up to a new one. And that's right, people. It's the baddest man in this town, and they call him the Blackbird. Ha! Like Mama said, you bunch of rooted boots, it be that way sometime. Have mercy.
Well, there they are, the Blackbirds. Iceman Parsons and Brickhouse Brown with their, they don't call him a manager, they call him financial advisor, Harold Harris. Harold Harris out of England. Brickhouse Brown out of Miami, Florida. Iceman Parsons, St. Louis, Missouri. In the ring against them, both out of Memphis, Tennessee. Ken Raper and Tim Hall.
The hell? Raper's doing double duty out here?
10-minute time limit match.
All right, Hall and Raper, get back out there. Come on.
And if I can find the bell, we'll be in good shape here.
Go, Jamie. Welcome in.
Ken Raper starting against Brickhouse Brown. One half of the team of the Blackbirds. You know, Andy and Debbie, they called Harold Harris their financial advisor many times. That means that he's stealing money from them. I don't know if that's the particular case this time, but that has proven to be true in the past.
I want to know, after the few close calls that I've had, Dave, what's the possibility of anyone, like, sticking up for me if this happens again?
I'll take care of it, honey. I'll take care of it. Yeah, Andy's doing...
What the hell's this lady outside saying exactly? Dave Brown had your back.
Doing a fine job so far. Yes, he is.
He hasn't taken his eye off me. He's watching me. He's watching me.
Iceman Parsons in there against Tim Hall. Blackbirds, heavy favorites coming into the match, no doubt about it. They're going against a couple of guys that just do not have the championship experience that the team of the Blackbirds have. There's a cover by Iceman. Oh, he picked him up. Yeah, there you go. Pick him up. They possibly could have gotten a 3 count. Oh, yeah. Just a little insult. Insult to injury. Iceman Parsons slapping Tim Hall. All right, picks him up by the hair. Harold Harris, their financial advisor over here, really having a good time. Oh, they throw him out on the floor. Look at Harris. Step right over his face.
Now, if he starts something with the ref, you can't do that, can you?
No, this is totally legal. Totally illegal, I beg your pardon. But see, the referee is over. He's preoccupied with a Raper, and Raper's trying to tell him what's going on over here. And then when he sees it, of course, Harris backs away and says, no, I never touched him. Brickhouse Brown grabbing Tim, rolling him back in the ring. Ken Raper upset over in the corner. Nothing legally he can do about it, of course. He has to stay over in the corner.
Damn! Now, these guys can't be in the ring together either, can they?
No, they double team. They've got a certain grace period to get out after a tag, but they certainly totally abused it right there.
Okay.
Brickhouse Brown with a boot across the top of the chest. Tim Harris in trouble. He's pretty well been that way since he got in there with this one. The Blackbirds team, Brickhouse Brown and Iceman Parsons once again double up on the exchange. They double team him. Iceman, interesting haircut. Most of his head is shaved except for a little area right on the top in the front. And he has an eye for Iceman carved into that. There's a cover by Iceman Parsons. 1,
Iceman's
2.
hair is insane.
This time he makes it stick for the 3 count.
I like
2
this
minutes, 47 seconds. And
see what they get to do here in CWA for a little while.
Parsons and Brickhouse Brown.
Did they win?
Yeah, they've got a victory as they walk out of here with a victory. As expected that they probably would walk out with a victory after all over Tim Harris and Ken Raper, who gave it a go, just didn't have the horses to stay with this rugged tag team with their new manager, Harold Harris, the Blackbirds, Iceman Parsons, and Brickhouse Brown. Take a look at them. I'm afraid we're going to be seeing a lot of them around the territory. We'll be back with more in a moment. Out here talking. Ronnie P. Gossett out here. Boy, I'm telling you, he's got the boxing gloves on. He's got some headgear on. That's a good thing. Otherwise, the King would probably have him knocked out in about 2.1 seconds.
Now, is the headgear legal today?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, headgear is legal. He's got Master of Pain, who's going to be his corner man, going to be back in the corner. Oh, look at this. Ronnie P. Gossett with a strut. The King hasn't arrived yet. That's one reason he can celebrate out here. Now, a little sparring with the Master of Pain. Ronnie P. Gossett set for a boxing match against the King himself. Bring on Lawler and then bring on Fargo, he says. Well, you got to get past Lawler first. I guarantee you that is not going to be an easy task.
Gossett
here,
in to manage Taker.
Jerry Calhoun supervising the
after Teddy DiBiase brought him in, you had Brother Love, and they were like, before we settle on Paul Bear, let's bring in the classic manager, Ronnie P. Gossett.
Maybe one time, 14, 15 years ago, we had a boxing match on television on CWA Wrestling.
My Master of Pain.
Right now, he's only got one glove on and no headgear. And no, he doesn't have headgear. Oh, I see. He's gonna take the cape off and then put the other glove on. He's all decked out in the boxing attire too.
What is the point of them boxing, Dave?
Well, Gossett, I guess, figures he's got a little advantage if he can get the King in a boxing match. I think he probably doesn't know how good the King is with the gloves. This is going to be a 6-round boxing match, 2-minute rounds, and there'll be a 30-second rest period in between rounds.
Okay.
So that's the way this one is stipulated. 6 rounds
I thought this was wrestling.
2-minute rounds each. Ronnie P. Gossett is explaining to the referee that he's the world's finest boxer. Gossett weighs in at 405 pounds, claims to be from Manhattan. I doubt that. The King, you know, at 234 pounds out of Memphis, Tennessee. 6 rounds of boxing. Referee says, we're ready, let's go. First round underway. Gossett, here he comes out of the corner. King just stands
Gossett's going to blow himself up before he even throws a punch.
Oh, yeah, a little strut. There goes Gossett. While you're watching this, let's take a listen to the Master of Pain, who had some words about a match coming up.
You know, never in my life have I been so humiliated to have tar and feathers put all over my body. Yeah. Well, that's not ever going to happen again. Because let me tell you something. That's a once-in-a-lifetime deal. Except for you, Lawler. Now the tides are turned, brother. Now you're the one that's going to have to be humiliated for all your fans, all your lovely fans that you hold so dear to you. Because I'm going to see to it that everybody understands what the Master of Pain means. And whatever it takes, and whoever it takes, you're all going to feel the wrath of pain. All right? Because I was humiliated. And now it's my turn to make sure you feel what I had to go through.
That was easily the worst Taker promo we've seen yet in CWA, in my opinion. Holy cow. Usually not that bad. Usually it's all right. That one was rough.
Well, while you were watching that, we had the first knockdown in the match, and naturally it was the King who knocked down Ronnie P. Gossett, not the other way around. Gossett was over near the ropes. Thank
Hulk
goodness
Hogan for the full championship
the sake of the match continuing. I don't think he could have gotten up if he was in the middle of the ring there. He had to use the ropes, pull himself up. Look at Lawler, nailing him again. Lawler would have already knocked him out if he hadn't had that headgear on. I'm confident of it.
Lawler is just laughing, I noticed. He thinks this whole thing is funny.
Well, Lawler, I mean...
I think it's funny.
Lawler's the unified world champion. Here he is, the athlete Jerry Lawler, and Ronnie P. Gossett, who is a little bit out of shape. Well, he's a manager, but he also has ways of having people interfere. Hey, we're coming up on 2 minutes here. Into round one. That's the end of round one.
Gossett looked too good in the boxing match, honestly.
Rest period. And then we'll get round two underway. I guess on points, if we were scoring it that way, it would be all Lawler on that one.
Got them all. He sure did.
All right. We've got
worried.
about 10 seconds. Master of Pain over in the corner saying, Ronnie, you are doing fine. Just keep going.
These guys in a brawl for
I wouldn't be
fight.
worried if I was Jerry about this guy hitting me, maybe sitting on me. I would worry about that.
Yeah, that would be a danger.
It'd be over for Jerry.
Deb, be nice. Be nice.
Bell has sounded. We are now in the second round. After the 30-second rest, Ronnie P. Gossett still over in the corner. Now, here he comes back out. Lawler just standing there calmly waiting on him. Maybe not bad tactics for Gossett. He wasted 14 seconds of the second round. And Lawler knocks him down again. Gossett goes rolling down.
Get the count going.
Kind of looked like Humpty Dumpty rolling around there, huh?
Kind of like a bug. When a bug falls on its back and he can't roll over.
Right. Again, Gossett grabs onto the ropes and helps himself up. Lawler's backed, of course, to the corner. He's just waiting for him to get back up on his feet. And Gossett is he's not doing the strutting that he was doing early in the first round. As Lawler has had him off his feet twice. Boy, Lawler went after him that time, got him back on the ropes.
Whoa now.
Master
Whoa now.
tripped him up from outside.
Referee needs to get in there. And we got a DQ.
Round two is over. All right.
This chick never stops asking questions. She's just like, what's going on? What are we watching?
Okay, I see. He's just disqualified. Gossett for the Master of Pain interfering. That's what's happened. Oh, sure. Now Gossett can nail him. Well, Master of Pain holds him up there. Look at it. Gossett hits him again. Down to the midsection. Gossett hits him again up the side of the face. Master of Pain holding him up. Oh, now the referee gets hit by Gossett. And now, can we get some help out of here? For heaven's sakes, we got the Master of Pain who tripped Lawler up in the beginning of this whole thing. About a minute into the second round. Now he drops down on him with a big leg. If anybody's watching the monitor back there, let's get some help out here.
No one gives a shit back there. And Dundee's pissed because he won the last match. They had that big promo battle last week.
Kind of tapping it. Hey, here comes Freddie, Billy Travis. Jeff
Where the hell's Freddie? That's right. Freddie's like Lawler's only friend right
Master of Pain.
We got Dustin, Jarrett,
Billy
Travis.
Ronnie P. Gossett. They want to see Freddie Bucks.
Action Jackson.
I guess you saw what I did to Jerry Lawler. I'll do the same thing to senile Jackie Fargo.
Well, I saw what happened. I saw the Master of Pain interfere, and I saw you lose that match due to a disqualification right there. Lawler trying to break away to get to him, but they're holding him back. The match is over. Lawler, the official winner by disqualification after 1 minute 3 seconds of the second round. We'll be back here with more of CWA Championship Wrestling.
Hello, everyone. Boy, am I excited about this Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Riverside Downs for the first time an 8-match tag team tournament to establish Kentucky State Tag Team Champions. 9 top tag teams will be going for the trophies. And the first round pairings, Billy Travis and Frankie Lancaster will be going against the Dirty Dutchman, Dutch Mantell, and the Master of Pain. Bill Dundee and Ricky Morton going against the DI and Doug Gilbert. Jeff Jarrett teaming up with Dustin Rhodes against Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy. Then Jerry the King Lawler and Freddie going against the Blackbirds with Harold Harris.
First of all, Roger, this is the one title that I've never had in my whole career, the Kentucky State Tag Team Championship. And me and the Master of Pain, I'm going to make a prediction. We're going to walk through this whole crew of slugs. It's going to be like a cakewalk. Right, Ronnie?
I don't see any way Ronnie Gossett can lose. I've got Dutch Mantell, the Master of Pain, Black Bart, the Dirty White Boy, a piece of cake. It's a lock.
Have you ever thought that a team that you manage might be going against another team
that you manage,
Ronnie?
What are you trying to do? Cause some kind of dissension?
No, but it could happen.
Yeah, Ronnie, what if me and Master Pain, we had to wrestle Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy? Where would you be? Would you be with us, or would you be with Bart and White Boy's corner?
Is Black Bart here?
I don't know where Black Bart is.
No, he's not here.
Keep up.
I'm with you, Dutch, all the way.
Good. I knew you'd see it my way. But Henderson, I'm going to tell you, me and the Master of Pain, we're going to take out whoever we're against in the first round. We're going to take whoever we're against in the second round. And we're going to take it all the way to the third round. And we're going to walk away, Ronnie. Mark my words. We're tied here, baby.
You better believe we're tied.
Me and the Master of Pain, we're going to walk away from Henderson, Kentucky, the Kentucky State Tag Team Champions. And I want a trophy, and we're going to have a party. We're going to get some money. And I just hope that Lawler is around with his friend Freddie, because we're geared up for them.
That's the only friend he has.
Yeah, that's the only friend he'll ever have.
6-man tag team action in the main event here today. Oh, here's the music that tells me Jeff Jarrett is not far away. He's got his partners, Dustin Rhodes and Freddie.
Now this is 3 men on each team, Dave.
3 men on a team, right. 6-man tag team action. Freddie, Jeff Jarrett, and Dustin Rhodes on one side. On the other, it's Keith Robertson and Rough and Ready. Keith Robertson hands out the sunglasses and the warm-up vest that he has. And I assume Robertson is going to be starting this one. Well, no, maybe not. He climbs out. We'll have to wait and see who's going to start. Look at Freddie in there.
Freddie, Dustin Rhodes, and
starting
Jeff
for
Jarrett.
the corner. Still got those
be the AEW 6-man tag team
right
champions.
Hand. Those will have to go.
Bring them back,
disappear.
baby.
He has to hand those out of the ring before the match starts.
Interesting, Zach.
Freddie. Removing the hat from the claws. Hands it out. Yeah, now it's out of the ring. Referee calls for the bell. Jeff Jarrett with a pat on the head from Freddie, as Jeff is going to be starting against Ready, it looks like, for the team of Rough and Ready and Keith Robertson. Jeff Jarrett, one of the fine athletes in the wrestling profession. Andy Adebia, Jeff is a former great high school basketball player, so he has got quite an athletic background even before he got into wrestling. And, of course, he's a second-generation wrestler and one of the top young wrestlers in the world. Dustin Rhodes, the natural, the son, of course, of Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. Good drop kick by Dustin. Ready, found himself, finds himself again on the mat. Dustin over to the corner, makes the tag, and here comes Freddie.
Freddie is the most over dude in the company.
Interesting move. Hey. Over to the corner, the tag made on Keith Robertson, and Robertson says, oh, no. I'm not real interested in climbing in the ring right now. Freddie says, come on in.
Don't you have to go in?
Yep, you have to go in. No, you took the tag, Keith. You got to go in there. You either got to go in or the referee will count to 10, and then your team is counted out, and you lose if that's the case.
And he's going in and out.
Yeah, well, technically he can do that. He stepped in, he got into the ring, but now that he's back out, the referee can again start the count, and he'll back Freddie up, and then he'll turn and start the count again.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Robertson this time, though, does come through the ropes without the referee counting on him. Freddie, they're saying.
I think everybody's afraid the ugly will rub off, Dave. Nobody wants to get close to him.
Well, I tell you, I think the main thing is because he's tough. And
afraid
also,
of him.
look out.
Oh, no.
Down here on the floor, stay loose. Something. Over there.
Wait a minute.
Freddie back in the ring, and Jeff says, hey, it's me, partner. Yeah, a little handshake from Freddie there, but see what he did? He cleaned out that whole corner. Rough and Ready and Keith Robertson all down here on the floor.
Anytime you get out of your chair, Dave, I'm getting out of my chair.
Well, I tell you, when Freddie is wandering around down here, I'm out of my chair because sometimes Freddie takes him a second to realize where he is and who he's looking at. Jeff Jarrett makes a tag, and here comes Freddie, and there goes Ready. Ready says, let's have a conference here. They are just not interested in being in that ring against this man right here, Freddie. Freddie gets a little upset because nobody will wrestle him. Count started. Ready is back in the ring. Freddie just in there waiting for him. Reaching with that right hand.
I think Freddie had a rough night last night, Dave.
Most of them, I think, have been. Freddie reaching with that right hand. That's the one with the claw. He goes after him, grabs him on the ropes. He's got him half in the ring, half out of the ring, reaching for the mask, and Ready down here on the floor. Now, Ready calls Ruff down and says, hey, what do we do? Can we double team him? Can we triple team him? What can we do? Oh, I know. I see what they did. They sent Ruff in there. They didn't make a tag. That's not legal, but, of course, they both have the mask on and the black tights and the boots. They had just made an illegal switch. But that's Ruff in there right now. Jeff Jarrett is in there, too. They made a legal tag as Freddie went over to the corner. Jeff Jarrett sent him high up in the air and just let him bounce. Now a little flip in the center of the ring. Jeff for momentum off the ropes. Drops down with the upper arm. And Ruff gets covered. Count of one. No, can't make it stick. Got a one count, though. Jeff looking good. Over to the corner. Tags Dustin Rhodes. Dustin in at 247
Dustin's
pounds.
promos are killing me.
And there goes Ruff into the rope. Runs right into Dustin Rhodes. Dustin's father, of course, the legend, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Dustin making quite a name for himself.
Dustin was good, though, already. You can tell he's green as grass here.
You had the shoulders down. I thought he might have a 3 count on him, but he ended up only getting a... whoa, Freddie out of the ring.
The level that Dustin still works on today is incredible with the length of career that he's had.
Dustin Rhodes continues to work on Ruff in the ring. Well, as I started to say, most recently Dustin was wrestling around Florida. In here in the CWA now. Just made the tag on Jeff Jarrett. Yeah. With the suplex, puts him down. Count of 1, 2. Oh, thought maybe he had him, but he only had a 2 count. Over to the corner, makes the tag. Dustin Rhodes back in. Ruff. Oh, the double drop kick. They double up a little bit. And Jeff heads for the corner. Dustin Rhodes backs him into the rope. Tags Freddie. Lets him go by. Freddie grabs him with that claw. The big right hand. Is this going to be it? Yes, sir. Referee says ring it. Got a submission.
Put the strap on Freddie. Shoot him to the moon.
The team of Dustin Rhodes and Jeff Jarrett have got themselves a victory as Ruff had no choice but to give it up. Now they got to get the hole broken. Jeff and Dustin telling Freddie, hey, we got it won. Back off. Freddie, say the fans. As Freddie steps in there immediately after the tag, and they walk out with a win in this fall. 4 minutes and 5 seconds the time, as Jeff Jarrett, Dustin Rhodes, and Freddie are now 1 fall up. We'll check the time, and we'll be back with you. interrupt. It's an expiration of time match. We're going to bring them back for a second fall of action here. First fall went to... First fall went to Keith Robertson, came in yelling. Went to Freddie, Jeff Jarrett, and Dustin Rhodes as they got the win in 4 minutes, 5 seconds. This team right here, Robertson comes in, yeah, we're going to take them this time, but when they see Freddie, you notice how they all back up when Freddie jumped in that ring?
They are scared of him.
Yeah.
I'm scared of him.
With good reason, let me tell you. Freddie, Dustin Rhodes, and Jeff Jarrett all waiting. It's going to be Freddie starting. Referee says, let's get it going. It'll be Freddie starting against Ruff. That's the way the first fall ended.
Now, does he take his cloth off, Dave, because is that illegal to have in the ring?
Classic here.
No, that is legal. You can't do that. Yeah, that is legal. What you may not do, of course, you may not have like steel-toed boots in the ring and things like that.
Well, I just want Freddie to know that Debbie and I are both on his side.
100%.
I don't really watch Ring of Honor.
Takes Ruff over to the corner.
What I've seen of the Von Erich boys, Kevin's boys,
you know, and he's smaller than the other guys too, and that's what's so funny. They're so scared of him, and he's really the smallest one up there.
He is, in fact, the shortest one, but
mean.
Well, he can be if he needs to. He gets the job done, I guess we could say. Off the ropes. Ruff runs into a big upper arm by Jeff Jarrett. Tag made, and here comes Dustin Rhodes. Dustin comes down with the upper arm. Ruff, boy, he has really, really had troubles here today. He lost the first fall as Freddie got the claw on him. And Freddie, Jeff, and now Dustin have been working on him so far in this second fall. Nice rolling arm lock. Dustin Rhodes takes him over, picks him up, twist. See the little half twist he kind of puts on that arm, put a little pressure on it. Big slam by Dustin Rhodes. Ruff over to the corner and makes the tag on Reddy. Keith Robertson. If you hear that yelling in the background, that's Keith Robertson pleading his case to the fans. I couldn't understand what he was saying, but he was apparently saying, all right, we've got it going now. Doesn't look that way, though, does it? Jeff Jarrett over to the corner, tags Dustin Rhodes again. Freddie's down on the floor around the ring, and Robertson took a shortcut through the ring. And Freddie finally heads back up to the ring apron and for his corner. Meanwhile, in the ring, Dustin Rhodes has made a tag on Jeff Jarrett.
It's kind of dark down here underneath this table, Dave.
Boy, it's a good place to be, though. A little protection. Freddie running around. There's a cover by Jeff. Got a one. Nope, can't make it stick past the 2 count.
I hope that ref gets paid well.
Jeff Jarrett around behind with a face lock. Actually, he's got him around the chin. Jeff bounces him off the rope, dumps him over the back. Dustin Rhodes will be coming in after the tag. Reddy again goes firing into the ropes. Upper arm by Dustin. Dustin drops down, covers 1, 2. He got him. 3 count.
Yeah, that's it.
And the second fall is history. This one, 3 minutes, 12 seconds. Freddie is inviting Robertson, Ruff and Reddy into the ring, and Robertson saying, backing up all the way.
Freddie doesn't get enough.
Robertson, he was yelling at somebody to come out of the ring, but I guarantee you it wasn't Freddie. He wasn't asking him out of there. There are your winners right there. 2 straight falls. Jeff Jarrett, Dustin Rhodes, and Freddie. We've got an interview right now. A couple of guys that have been going against each other, and Gossett's been threatening him here today, too. Talking about the original fabulous one, Jackie Fargo. Here are his comments about that upcoming match.
And when I came in, I had a call. Called Memphis, Tennessee, the wrestling promoter. I said, well, I'm sure he just wants to shoot the breeze. And he said something about Gossett boxing. I said, Gossett, boxing? You mean he boxes apples and oranges and tomatoes or what? He said, no. He boxed, you know, in the ring boxing. He's been training, wanting to box you. He wants to box me, the fabulous Fargo. You gotta be kidding me. Are you in your right mind, Gossett? Do you know where you're coming from, pal? Do you know what you're getting yourself into? I don't think you do. But I jumped on it. I said, yes, sir-ree. What are you talking about, man? That's right down my alley. Well, you punk, you couldn't beat me in a million years. And let me tell you something else you can't do. Now, I know that you think you're going to get poor old innocent fabulous one up there and just take your little crew and just jump right down his throat. It ain't going to work that way, pal. Now, you bring your little army and call wherever you want and bring who you really. I'm serious. I don't care if you bring 10 people to the ringside with you. Or 12. Bring as many as you want. I'll put
maybe 12. No more, though.
You know who I'm bringing with me? Gossip. I'm bringing the Nut House. Roughhouse Fargo.
Oh, right. The Nut House, he calls him. Roughhouse Fargo. You wrestling fans who know him, you know about Roughhouse Fargo. If you don't, just let me tell you, he is tough. He's rugged. He is most unpredictable, but he will make things interesting when he shows up at the arena, let me tell you. Roughhouse Fargo coming in, just announced by the fabulous one himself, the original fabulous one, Jackie Fargo. Looking forward to that action as they go against Ronnie P. Gossett IV. Well, we had quite a bit of action here today. We had Master of Pain in here. Master of Pain, heavy favorite, coming in his match, and he did win it. Less than a minute was the time on it. Didn't get to see a lot of it because Ronnie P. Gossett was over here running his mouth during most of that match, but the Master of Pain did, in fact, get the victory. By the way, I'd like to thank Andy and Debbie Montgomery for joining us today. Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy won their match, too. Had very little trouble in taking that victory. Just had too much in the way of being veterans and rugged championship caliber wrestlers, and they won their match. Then the Blackbirds, Iceman Parsons, Brickhouse Brown, a couple of wrestlers that you know individually around the CWA, but they're back in the CWA as a tag team for the first time back in the area, by the way, as part of the open door policy announced a few weeks ago by Jerry Jarrett, in from World Class, the Blackbirds. Jerry Lawler then in the boxing match. It had been scheduled to go 6 rounds. Lawler against
CWA
Ronnie P. Gossett.
Unite and become USWA at some point in this year. I don't know how
Lawler
that's going to look on
got the better
TV.
of him for most of the first round of the match and had the better of him after a minute 3 of the second round when the Master of Pain interfered. That got Gossett disqualified, so after 103 of the second round in the boxing match, the King, Jerry Lawler, gets the victory. Dustin Rhodes, Jeff Jarrett, and Freddie won 2 straight falls in the 6-man tag match, so they take home the victory there in 2 straight.
To see the SummerSlam
we are all out
night
of time for it today. We'll be back next week. We hope you'll be joining us at that
we started
time.
a little bit early, but usually on Sunday we start at 6 Eastern, and we do 2 episodes every Sunday night. Make
the announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other.
Let's go.
Wrestling. Michael St. John in for the vacationing Dave Brown today.
Vacationing Dave Brown. Dave Brown said, I'm taking the week off. I've worked with too many randos from stations around the area. I need a break.
And boy, do we have a lot of action on tap. We will have in the studio with us superstar Bill Dundee. Dutch Mantell will be here. We'll be talking with Jerry the King Lawler. Brand new tag team that you may have seen last week coming to our area. The Blackbirds will be here, along with the Wild Side and a whole lot more. And yes, unfortunately, Mr. Ronald P. Gossett will be here too, but they'll all be here for action, and we'll be here for all this action too. So stick with us. We've got a great card of action coming up. Let's take that break, then we'll get right to it on Championship Wrestling. Formidable tag teams to be formed in some time now. Our team known as the Blackbirds. I'm referring to the Iceman King Parsons, Brickhouse Brown, and their manager, Harold Harris. We want to call these gentlemen out right now. Like them or not, this is one tough tag team, and we're going to bring them out right now. Harold Harris, Brickhouse Brown, and the Iceman King Parsons, you gentlemen have come to this area with some formidable competition throughout the area to face you.
Formidable competition.
We came all the way down to this bloody CWA, and we have yet to see any competition. Week after week, we have whipped on these poor little white boys who don't even know how to lace their boots up, much less put on a pair of tights. So now, where is the competition?
Wait a minute. Let me refresh your gentleman's memory just for a second. I want to show a little film clip of Jeff Jarrett and Rick Morton. And you talk about a fine tag team.
Who?
Of Jeff Jarrett. We want to show you a little film clip of Jeff Jarrett. He and his partner Rick Morton.
Is he somebody important?
Now, wait a minute. No. Jeff Jarrett. You guys know who Jeff Jarrett is, sure.
Who in the hell is that? You know who that is? I think maybe it's one of them local yokels around here want to be a wrestler or something like that. I don't know.
Let me refresh your memory. Let's take a little look at Jeff Jarrett.
Let me get through this fucking clip.
One of the most one of the most popular wrestlers ever, and Jeff Jarrett, and of course Rick Morton, his partner, at one time won half of the World Tag Team Champions.
That's who you talking about?
Yeah.
I heard he had a sex change and now known as Jessica. That's
Whoa.
why I didn't know you was talking about. Ricky Morton, I think I heard something like that in Rock and Roll Express. I don't listen to rock and roll music, so I wouldn't know nothing about him either. I don't know, man. What you say about it, Ice? No. Like I always told you, often imitated but never duplicated. It's a new team here, people, and they call them the Black Boys. See, we're here for a reason and not for a season. So Jessica reminds me of that little blue-eyed girl I used to know that know how to get out there and get my money right.
Now this week.
So I'm not worrying about that. But see, is this the CWA or the YMCA? That's what we want to know. We didn't come here to do no swimming, you understand? But since they want to show their face down here and want a piece of the birds, we're going to make an example right now out of these people right here. Who is this in the ring here? I don't even know who this is. We'll just term it as a workout.
Boy, you guys will know this week who Jeff Jarrett and Rick Morton are. I can guarantee you that. Let's get to the ring. This match will be one full 10-minute time limit. In the far corner, Chris Frazier and Tim Hall. And their opponents, Brickhouse Brown, the Iceman King Parsons, and Harold Harris, their manager, better known as the Blackbirds. Let's get ready for action. Your referee is Jerry Calhoun, and we're set to go. I tell you, sometime you have to question the arrogance of some people. And these Blackbirds, granted they're a rough, tough team, but they do a lot of tall talking.
Damn, what a fist drop by Brickhouse Brown. Brickhouse Brown should have been on TV, dude.
Brickhouse Brown in the ring right now.
Awesome. Damn good promo, damn good worker.
Sending Tim Hall, double teaming now. Tag is made out to Iceman King Parsons. One thing you will see with the Blackbirds is that they will team extremely well. They will tag out extremely well together. First one, then the other. Look at this. They throw Hall into the corner. Tag is made to Chris Frazier, and Iceman King Parsons just goes right after him. This is one tough tag team. The Iceman and Brickhouse Brown, formed in the Southwest, have wrestled very successfully out west and throughout the Southwest. And now coming to the CWA, as you heard earlier, they have little consideration for the talent they have faced. Look at this, suplex. Full suplex on Chris Frazier. Iceman going for a cover, pulls him up. I'll tell you one thing about the Iceman, King Parsons, and Brickhouse Brown. They have no regard for whoever they're in the ring with. But when you start talking about some of the outstanding talent in the CWA that they will be facing sooner or later, the likes of Jeff Jarrett, the likes of Ricky Morton, Bill Superstar Dundee, many others, I'll tell you, they're going to have a competition. Look at that flying cross by the Brickhouse Brown. Doing his strutting in the ring now. Coming up is Frazier catching the right hand from the Brickhouse. The Blackbirds Frazier thrown to the floor.
Hit the floor pretty
Referee
hard.
Jerry Calhoun. Now this is Harold Harris, the manager, stomping at Frazier on the floor, rather.
Harold
getting
Harris
involved
ever
in the
done
match.
anything else in wrestling?
Oh my goodness. Referee Jerry Calhoun coming over, warning Harris. Belly to back suplex. Brickhouse Brown with a headbutt from a full standing position, goes for the cover, 1, 2, and pulls Frazier up at the count of 2. Second time in this match that they've had their opponent beaten and pinned, and have turned around to inflict more punishment. This is getting carried away here. Here comes Iceman King Parsons after the tag. Brickhouse holding. The Iceman delivering that judo chop. Sends him to the ropes. Patented move by the Iceman. Putting Chris Frazier to the mat. See if he'll go for the cover. Brickhouse coming to the top of the rope and off onto Frazier. Frazier is down. Referee Jerry Calhoun having to tend to Harold Harris outside the ring. Here's the cover by Iceman. Just standing on the man's chest and got him for the 3 count. Brickhouse Brown, the Iceman King Parsons, the Blackbirds victorious over Chris Frazier and Tim Hall. They just would not beat the team, wanted to inflict some punishment. I guess they've got a point to prove. The Blackbirds, Iceman King Parsons, Brickhouse Brown the winner. We'll be back with more action right here on Championship Wrestling right after this.
Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m., Riverside Downs, 6 big matches, a tremendous card of action. You're going to see Headbanger Ed going against Lou Fabiano. The Battle of the Brutes, the Dirty White Boy going against Hitman Doug Gilbert. A CWA Tag Team title match, Chris Champion, Mark Starr in the ring against Jeff Jarrett and Freddie. A CWA title match, the current holder of the belt, Black Bart, putting it up for grabs against Dustin Rhodes.
Black Bart, everybody's talking about Dustin Rhodes. I'm coming for you, CWA
Heavyweight
promos
of Dustin.
I'm going to walk home with that belt. I want all you people to come out there and watch me take care of business.
Then you're going to see something totally tremendous. 2 former partners going against each other. That's the Master Pain with Ronnie P. Gossett against the Dirty Dutchman, Dutch Mantell. And we'll tell you later on in the show how this match came about. Then a return grudge match. Kentucky State Tag Title match. The superstar Bill Dundee and Rick Morton, and you guys have got the Blackbird.
That's right. Well, we're still the champions. I don't know what the trophy cost, but it meant an awful lot to Ricky Morton and Bill Superstar Dundee just to be the champions. Well, we don't have no trophy, but we still the champions, and we're going to beat you both up to prove it.
And that ain't breaking up stuff. That's what me and the Superstar going to do. We're going to break your head, and you, Harold Harris, stick your nose in, baby, because it Henderson at Riverside Downs.
Dude, I missed Hill Morton that we got there for like a month at the beginning of this year.
It's going to be an exciting night of action. Don't forget now, it's
he
going
should
to be
went harder
Wednesday
into the
night,
growing that beard out,
7:30 p.m.
keeping that
That's
Hill persona going.
Riverside Downs, 6 big matches in all. The return grudge match. You will see the grudge battle between Master Payne and Gossett going against his former partner, the Dirty Dutchman, Dutch Mantell. Even a CWA title match, Black Bart against Dustin Rhodes. It's all going to take place this Wednesday night, Riverside Downs, 7:30.
Back with you on Championship Wrestling as we're about ready for our next match. We'll bring into the ring the Beast from the East, Bam Bam Bigelow. His opponent, William Freezer Thompson. Thompson coming in the ring
Bigelow
right
and
now.
Thompson,
The
okay.
big man himself. A battle of the
Bigelow
giants,
blew
if you
last
would.
week.
The next match
He's
here on
having a little
Championship Wrestling.
run through. This is
Jerry
before he
Calhoun.
comes into WCW for just like a hot minute, if I'm not mistaken.
Here he comes. Bam,
And then
Bam,
before he
Bigelow.
makes it back to WWF, of course, for a legendary run.
Bigelow entering the ring now. Opposite corner. 300 pounds from Arkansas is William Freezer Thompson, and his opponent, the Beast from the East,
Beast from the
300 pounds,
East.
Bam Bam Bigelow. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit, referee Jerry Calhoun. If there were a super heavyweight class in Championship Wrestling, these 2 gentlemen would certainly qualify. International reputation of Bam Bam Bigelow worldwide. fame for this man. Very big, yet very quick and very agile in the ring. Look at that, standing drop kick. I have never seen a 300-plus pound man come from a standing position for a drop kick. Underhook on Freezer Thompson.
How did Bam Bam get released the first time in the late 80s?
Down goes Freezer Thompson. Bam Bam Bigelow. Showing the strength. There's that headbutt to the shoulder. Thompson. Bigelow go behind on the Freezer. We were talking about the agility of Bam Bam Bigelow. He's much, much more than a wrestler. I mean, this young man, this fella can... I've seen the man in it.
Because he left in '88, July of '88, due to a combination of factors, including a knee injury and resentment from other wrestlers over his perceived push. Huh.
In a track atmosphere, he can run a very quick 40 for a big man. And in the ring, his ring savvy is almost unmatched. He is one of the rare breed of wrestlers that has a complete control of every aspect of the wrestling arena. It's very obvious that Bigelow has participated, and I'm sure quite well, at other sports such as softball and basketball, baseball. I know he played those sports in high school. But his agility and his ability in the ring combined to make him one of the most formidable opponents for any man that steps in against him. Thompson into the ropes, that quick clothesline. Down goes Freezer Thompson. And a heat. Bigelow now going for the cover. Bam Bam, 1, 2. Will they get the cover? No.
It could have been a 5 count.
Thompson up after the 2 count.
Counts.
The other thing that is so dangerous about Bam Bam Bigelow is he's got a mean streak in him that won't quit. This is one man that you don't want to see lose his temper. And in situations, I have seen him just completely explode, go off like a bomb. Into the eyes of Freezer Thompson, catching a warning from Jerry Calhoun. Bigelow showing some of the technique and tactics that has made him one of the most feared wrestlers in the whole free world. Going back for that suplex one more time.
Damn! He picked him up like he was nothing, dude. Bigelow, the power of Bigelow there.
Down on the shoulder again.
Impressive.
Going for the cover. 1, 2.
That is it.
He got it. Very distinct and deliberate count by Jerry Calhoun on Bam Bam Bigelow. And the big man, the beast from the East, victorious here on Championship Wrestling. The Renegades Battle Royals have been held throughout the area, and you may have seen one in your hometown. Recently, there was one held in Memphis, Tennessee. We want to show you an insert of this match of the Battle Royal in Memphis, Tennessee, where the last 2 people involved in the Battle Royal ended up being none other than Jerry the King Lawler and Bam Bam Bigelow. Let's go to that tape right now.
We're underway right now with this big 20-man Renegade Royale with a winner here.
Bigelow and Taker.
$10,000.
Master Pain fighting, trying to get Taker over the top.
Everybody
got him.
Against everybody. Out is the Master of Pain. Here comes Lawler. Clotheslines the Dirty White Boy. Eliminated the Dirty White Boy. Now they're double teaming Bam Bam Bigelow.
Chris Champion made it to the Final Four with Bigelow and Lawler here in this Battle Royal.
Oh boy, doesn't look good. Bam Bam about to be eliminated. Look out.
Nope.
Now it is 20-man Renegade Royale. $10,000 going to the winner. We've got the King, the unified heavyweight champion of the world, Bigelow. Oh, boy. Look at Bigelow nail Lawler. How quick. And, of course, Bigelow's got 10 grand on his mind. Yeah, that's what I thought. He nailed Lawler cold. Lawler picked up, pressed up in the air. Lawler at 234, body slammed hard.
He pressed him.
The King and Bigelow, the only ones left. Bills Lawler out with a drag. The big guy now coming back. Lawler off the ropes and caught Bigelow by surprise with his right. Double fist, but Lawler kicks him before he can get the target. Lawler off the ropes with another right. Doesn't even seem to faze Bigelow. Lawler hits Bigelow first. Bigelow. Oh, what a right Bigelow puts on the King. Down goes Lawler. Look at Lawler come up. Down goes the Strout. Look at the King fight back. And again with a big right. Lawler again with climbs. Bam, bam, Bigelow. What a battle. Lawler over. He misses. Lawler out. The King, Jerry Lawler, eliminated. And 15:03, the winner of the $10,000, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Joining us at ringside, Bam Bam Bigelow. Bam Bam, I've got to ask you.
Hey, you wait a minute. I don't know you, and I don't know nobody out here, but I want to make one thing clear, is that people like you call me Mr. Bigelow.
Now, wait a minute. I've just got a question for you. Is that the price of friendship, what we just saw? You had teamed with Lawler earlier in the evening.
First of all, you address me as Mr. Bigelow. Mr. Bigelow, you say, Mr. Bigelow. Do it right.
Mr. Bigelow.
Yes.
All right. Is that the price of friendship with a partner that you teamed with earlier in the evening to go in a battle royal and turn around and then sucker punch him like you did to start that match?
Nobody sucker punched nobody in that battle royal. And there's another thing involved. You know, you got to remember that there's $10,000 involved. It's not like I'm just going to be standing around and waiting for the King, Jerry Lawler, to say, okay, Bam Bam, we're such good friends. Oh, you jump over the top. No, it wasn't about that. It was $10,000. And I did not sucker punch him. What I did was legitimate.
So this is what we can expect from you. There's no alliance between you and Jerry the King Lawler.
Well, you know, in the beginning,
Ronnie O.P. Gossett making his appearance here.
Mr. Bigelow, I want to compliment you on what you did last week. Did you know you are the uncrowned world heavyweight champion? It's just like I told you in the dressing room after the match. You beat the world champion. I know it, you know it, and all these morons out here know it. And if Jerry Lawler was any kind of champion, he'd come out here and hand you the world heavyweight belt.
That was good to me.
Jerry the King Lawler, I don't think he's going to be handing any belt.
He's not going to hand the belt over because he's gutless. That's why he's not going to hand it over. This man is your new world heavyweight champion. Whether you like it, they like it, or anybody likes it.
You might as well face the fact.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Now you understand why I said, wait a minute. Jerry the King Lawler coming out. He's going to have his say about this. Let me step between these folks for a minute. I don't want anything to get out of hand here.
You know, I just wanted to come out here, certainly not to hand any belt over to anybody, but I just want to come out here and say one thing and try to get something stopped before it ever gets started. And first of all, Bam Bam, is to say one thing that I hope that as many times as we've been partners, as many important matches as we've been in and that sort of thing, that you're not going to come out here and start getting aligned with a piece of fat trash like that right there, a low-life scum of the earth. You don't tell me nothing. You might ask me something, fatso. Bam Bam, I'm going to say this. The Battle Royal, you're right, was for $10,000, and I realize just as well as anybody does that it had to be left down to only one man. There's only one man that's going to win that. You won the Battle Royal. The only thing that I was questioning a little bit about, Bam Bam, was, and you told us, man, that you didn't sucker punch me, but I think that as we were standing there talking, trying to figure out what was going to take place, without any warning, you gave me the little clothesline. As far as I'm concerned, that is what I would consider a sucker punch.
The only sucker is you, Lawler.
Hey. You know, you call it a sucker punch. What do you want, to stand there and exchange kisses?
No, I don't want to exchange any kisses. All I'm saying...
I mean, I'm standing there, I'm waiting to make up your mind. Either you go out of the ring or you wrestle. And that's exactly what I did. I wrestled.
I said, I'm not taking anything away from you. All I'm saying is, you won the Battle Royal. That's in the past. No problem with that. But what will be a problem, Bam Bam, is if you start messing with trash like this right here, then there's going to be a big problem.
Somebody beats you, Lawler. It's always in the past. That was just last week. This is the new World Heavyweight Champion, and you can't dispute it. Just like I said, I know it, he knows it, and all these morons know it. You're a loser, and you've always been a loser.
You and I can still be friends, Bam Bam. That's all I want to tell you is we can still be friends.
Friends, that's the old con game, Bigelow, Mr. Bigelow. He takes the friendship, he takes it and he puts you in his back pocket where you can beat all these guys for him, where he never has to defend that belt. You're his big hit man. You're the big policeman of professional wrestling. That's the way it is.
Don't even listen to him. Don't even listen.
I'm telling you.
What's up, Hugh?
Hey, I'm telling you what he's...
That's exactly what it is. You're the big buffer for him. You beat all the other opponents. He steps back, never defends that belt.
Right.
In other words, you're the gopher. You're the big moron. You're the idiot for Jerry Lawler. He uses people.
Hey, I'm telling you, Bam Bam, don't listen to this guy. Come here.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, wait a minute, Summer. Baby. There.
We should knock out Gossip,
You can remember. There's your sucker punch.
Bam Bam Bigelow. Ronald P. Gossett egging that on.
Bigelow going to be gunning for that unified title here soon. It's up here.
Straighten out a situation.
Again, folks went a little bit early this week. Going to be watching SummerSlam Night 2.
We'll be
Buddy
back.
coming over.
We'll talk about more of this.
So the normal time frame on Sundays is 6 Eastern. Make sure you remember that. Make sure you come through. Make it a thing here with the Wrestle Plunge. 5 minutes ago, I had a brand new video drop on the channel. After that, go check it. After this, go check it out. I'll also be linking that as well. Video about Deep South Wrestling.
You're going to see
WWE territory,
going against Lou Fabiano,
developmental territory, and why it was shut down by Vince McMahon.
Against Doug Gilbert. You will see a CWA Tag Team title match. Chris Champion, Mark Starr going against Jeff Jarrett and Freddie. Then a CWA title match. Black Bart, the current holder of the belt, putting it up for grabs against Dustin Rhodes. Then a grudge battle. 2 former partners going at it. And that's the Master Pain with Ronnie P. Gossett the fourth at ringside going against the Dirty Dutchman, Dutch Mantell. And even more, a return grudge Kentucky State Tag title match. Bill Dundee, Ricky Morton going against the Blackbirds, Brickhouse Brown, Iceman King Parsons with Harold Harris in the corner. It's taking place this Wednesday, 7:30, Riverside Downs. We want to see you there.
Michael St. John back with you on Championship Wrestling. You know, when I first started commentating wrestling a long time ago, people told me that Championship Wrestling was full of surprises. And surprises involving former friends, former partners. I want to talk about a situation involving the Dutchman, Dutch Mantell, and the Master of Pain, and their manager, Ronnie P. Gossett. They were involved in a match recently with Jerry the King Lawler and Bam Bam Bigelow, and of course you know that story. We want to show you a tape of the match and what happened. The stipulation in the match that the loser of the fall would either be tarred and feathered, and the loser being either Ronnie P. Gossett or Jerry the King Lawler. Interesting things happened in this match. Let's take a look at it right now.
Now Bigelow tags the King. Bigelow holding the Master Pain. Down goes the strap. Payback time.
Damn, look at Bigelow lifting up Taker like that. Damn, what a press slam.
We've got everybody in the ring.
Power Bigelow's. Incredible.
Mantell hammered out. Now Lawler has his eyes scraped by the Master
Bigelow,
Pain.
big Bang Bang fan.
Mantell holding the King. Up on the second rope. Here he comes. He misses the King. Hits the Master. Here comes Bigelow. Headbutts Pain. 1, 2, 3. Here comes Gossett in the ring. Got the drop on Dutch Mantell. Now body slams him. Off the ropes comes Payne. Drops down with a big right leg. Gossett fired Mantell, as you heard. Oh, come on. Now they're going to tar and feather Dutch Mantell. Look at this. There goes the feathers on Dutch Mantell.
Hard and feathering.
Payne got the drop.
How long has it been since we've seen that in wrestling? Any major promotions done that in the last 20 years?
That's supposed to get the tar and feathers.
I bet it happened in the Divas division, but outside of that.
I'll tell you one thing. If I know the Dirty Dutchman the way that I know him, if I were Roddy P. Gossett and the Master Payne, I would never turn my back with Dutch Mantell anywhere in the vicinity.
Dutch Mantell having to endure the pain of being fired and ending up getting tarred and feathered, something that was intended for Ronnie P. Gossett. Here's the Dutchman right now, and I can tell by the look on his face, he's got something on his mind. You weren't the man supposed to be tarred and feathered.
No, I wasn't. That's a good point there, Michael C. Jones. I was not the man that's supposed to look like Chicken Little out there, but I ended up looking like a big turkey. But I'm going to tell you one thing, Gossett. I know it's been boiling to a head. I know you don't like me, Gossett, and I don't really like you because, you know, our problem started. He used to call me and said, Dutch, can you meet me at my office? You know what his office was?
No.
Dunkin' Donuts. I got sick and tired of going down to Dunkin' Donuts, and he said, you want to eat, Claire? You want a chocolate donut? What about an apple fritter, Dutch? And I said, no, Gossett, I don't want none of that stuff. So that's where the first problem started. Now, Gossett, you know, I said this before. People call him Porky. And I almost have to hold a big laugh in because he is a big, fat, overblown, overbearing, obtuse, fat slob, and he knows it, and everybody in this crowd knows it. But Gossett, if you want to play the game, with the Dutchman, you pick the right guy to play it with because I like to play with those rules. I wrote the rules. And when they wrote the book on Dirty Tricks, I'm the author of it. I wrote every single thing in it. Now, Master of Payne, let me tell you about the Master of Payne. He was down there at the Atlanta Federal Penitentiary languishing in that prison with a bunch of Cubans who was trying to go back to Cuba. He was down there with them doing whatever they do behind those walls. There ain't no telling what goes on when a bunch of prisoners get together. And I helped that Payne, but you see, Ronnie Gossett got to telling Payne this and got to telling that. He got Payne believing that Payne was the greatest thing to come down to Pikes and slice bread. Now, Payne, I helped you, and you turned your back on me like the low-life, egg-sucking dog you are. And when push comes to shove, I'm going to be doing the shoving, and I'm going to be going right through you, Payne, and I'm going to try to slap that Ronnie P. Gossett. I'm going to try to slap them big double chins of him all the way over into the next county. And if I give him a good slap, I'm going to tell you what, the vibration off those chins
It may be 5.8 on the Richter scale. I don't know. But, Gossett, I'm going to tell you what. You done stepped over your bounds now. And, Payne, I taught you everything you know about professional wrestling. But I didn't teach you everything I know. And when push comes to shove, like I say, I'm going to be doing the shoving. And I'm going to take them both down. And, Gossett and Payne, this town ain't big enough for all three of us. Somebody's going to have to move over.
Dutch Mantell, Dirty Dutch Mantell, he's not going to
take
anything off of anybody,
this.
and especially somebody like the likes of Ronnie P. Gossett. This match, one fall, 10-minute time limit. Dutch Mantell in the ring. He will be joined by
That's how quick you can get Dutch to be face now.
Rooster Cogburn and Doug Gilbert.
Rooster Cogburn.
The Dutchman, I tell you, he was hitting fire. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
What a name. I'm going to be Rooster Cogburn, guys. What do you think?
If we need to do the introductions again, I think we got them ready to start the ring. And we're ready for action. Dustin Rhodes, big, tall, impressive young wrestler, in the ring right now. They back off after Gilbert. Action fast and furious.
Dustin, two second-generation wrestlers.
On Gilbert.
Very different careers. Whoa, what the fuck?
What
kind of bump was that?
Right hand coming off.
Over.
Tag is made to Dutch Mantell. Ronnie P. Gossett had some words for Dutch Mantell. Let's listen to what the big man had to say.
Dutch Mantell, you scumbag. You're running around, you're running your mouth about what the Master Payne and Ronnie Gossett did to you. Well, what you got, you deserve. The only reason we let you hang around with us was simply for sympathy. The Master of Payne told me, Gossett, do you know Dutch Mantell? I said, yeah, I've known him for 10 years, and he's never done anything for me. Never been anywhere, never done anything. Making a wrestler out of him is like raising the dead. But I listened to the Master of Payne. I took pity on you, Dutch Mantell. I remember you when the only way you could get in a wrestling match was to carry one of the guy's bags in. In my opinion, you're nothing. You're the scum of the earth. And the Master of Payne and myself, we're happy to be rid of you. You cost us more matches than we've ever can imagine. And now we're hot on your trail, and we're going to bury you, Dutch Mantell. We're going to put you out of professional wrestling. And that's a promise from Ronnie Gossett and the Master of Payne to you. Texas don't even claim you, you scurly dog.
Ronnie P. Gossett with some choice words for Dirty Dutch Mantell. I can assure you Dutch has a score to settle, and he will see that it's settled. He doesn't carry that bullwhip to the ring for nothing. Dustin Rhodes being worked over by Gilbert. Rhodes sent to the ropes. Elbow coming off. Gilbert catches it. Ronnie P. Gossett is an #1 troublemaker. I don't think I need to reiterate that point. I think most wrestling fans who follow the sport know it. But I'll tell you, he may have just stepped into a situation. Look at that! Double clothesline by Dustin Rhodes. Tag is made. Here comes the Dutchman. Mantell and Rhodes going to town on Gilbert and Rooster Cogburn. All four men in the ring. Referee Jerry Calhoun trying to restore some order. Wait a minute. Here comes the Master of Payne. Master of Payne comes in out of nowhere. Referee calling for the bell. Outside interference. The Master of Payne
Dutch going at it now.
Mantell. Dustin Rhodes being cornered by the other two men. Here comes Mantell coming back. Mantell's got that bullwhip. And boy, do they scatter. Master of Payne got out of that ring in a hurry.
Crack out whip.
Dutch Mantell went to the corner, grabbed that bullwhip, and cleaned the ring. Winners of the fall in the match by disqualification for outside interference. Dustin Rhodes and Dirty Dutch Mantell. Boy, oh boy. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes right after these messages from Championship Wrestling.
Thanks again, everyone, hanging out. Week episode 14 here, going through CWA 89. A little bit over halfway now.
Hope you're enjoying all the action today on Championship Wrestling.
Appreciate it, guys.
Our next match. This will bring Superstar
Again, I got a
Bill
brand new
Dundee
video
and
that
Freddie into
just
the ring.
dropped today, 4:45 p.m., 15 minutes ago.
Along with Black
Be sure to
Bart and
check
the Dirty
that
White
out.
Boy.
Show it some love.
Could have gone all day without seeing
It's out here,
this crew.
WrestlePlunge.
Black Bart with that branding iron in his hand. And here comes the Superstar and Freddie. One fall, 10-minute time.
It wouldn't be a show without Freddie. Freddie's been rocking and rolling
in the near corner.
for about 2 months now.
Pounds
I
from
feel
Pecos,
like.
Texas, Black Bart, and his partner from Bucksnort, Tennessee, at 246
Bill Dundee,
pounds,
Freddie
the Dirty
against
White Boy.
Black Bart and Dirty
Their
White Boy.
opponents, 218
Interesting match
pounds from parts unknown, Freddie, and his partner, 220 pounds from Australia, the
What's up, Sibby?
Aussie,
Welcome in here.
Bill Superstar Dundee. Your referee is Jerry Calhoun. One
Appreciate you
fall,
coming
10
through.
minute
Yeah, I
time
did
for
an
the
early
match.
show today.
Ronnie Gossett in the corner of Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy.
Oh, that'd be cool, Jamie.
Signal for the bell. Dundee starting up against the White
Really
Boy.
cool.
Right away, Ronnie Gossett hitting on to the fans at ringside. He is one of the most name-calling so-and-sos I think I've ever met in my life. He's got a name for everybody, and it's not their proper one. Bill Dundee ducking under that big clothesline from the Dirty White Boy, slams him down. Both men up very quickly. Gossett stirring up the crowd. Look at this. In the ring, Superstar Bill Dundee goes under hammerlock now on the Dirty White Boy. Gonna make the tag. Here comes Big Black Bart. Right at 300 pounds. This fella is a tall glass of water and a strong one. Tag is made. Black Bart wants Freddie, and here comes Freddie. Freddie going right after Black Bart. Freddie can handle himself in that ring. I kid you not. Going to work on both of them. Now caught by Bart. Being punched from the outside by the Dirty White Boy, but here he comes. Freddie going right back to work on Black Bart. White Boy catches him from behind. Freddie is a battler in that ring. Look at him go. Black Bart trying to slow him down, but to no avail. Freddie has a sixth sense, if you will, of stamina, ominous to pain. Tag is made. Here comes Superstar Bill Dundee. Goes right back to work on Black Bart. Dundee sending Bart into his corner. Right hand. Dundee packs a wallop with that right hand. Tag is made. Here comes the Dirty White Boy into the ring. White Boy going for a scoop slam. Picks Dundee up. Puts him to the canvas. Off the ring. Goes for the elbow. Nobody home. Dundee out of the way. Snap mare by the Superstar. Here comes Freddie back in. Freddie, very impressive. He's got that hand in the air, and quickly, as he went up for that claw, when he went up for that claw, out of the ring went the Dirty White Boy. Dirty White Boy, very slow, meticulous, climbing back into the ring. Freddie, very unorthodox in the ring.
Freddie is Tommy Gilbert here.
Fans picking up the chant. Freddie has some fans here for sure. Right hand. Dirty White Boy walking away. Freddie just pounded him with that right hand. Gossett from outside.
Right.
There goes Freddie off of, after Ronnie P. Gossett. Both men now double
That's the
teaming
line for
Dundee in the
copyright.
ring. Freddie chasing Gossett around. Gossett being chased out of the studio. Dundee being double teamed. Double clothesline. Dirty White Boy coming down on Bill Dundee. They're dropping legs. There's one by Black Bart. White Boy, they're alternating, dropping those big legs across the chest and neck of Superstar Bill Dundee.
Heated leg drops.
Referee Jerry Calhoun pushed out of the way, calling for the bell. He's
Damn.
disqualifying Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy. They're double teaming Dundee. We need to get some help in here for Superstar Bill Dundee.
Damn.
He is at the mercy. Freddie has chased Ronnie Gossett out of the studio. Here comes Dustin Rhodes.
10 leg drops in a row. Never go full Hulk Hogan.
Bill Dundee going to work on Bart. One for the Dirty White Boy.
Listen, let me tell you something,
Dustin
brother.
Rhodes. Here comes Ronnie Gossett. He's still being chased by Freddie. Freddie still chasing Ronnie B. Gossett. Black Bart, the Dirty White Boy, and Gossett now out of the studio. Dustin Rhodes coming to the aid of Superstar Bill Dundee, who was worked over in the ring by the Dirty White Boy and Black Bart once Freddie had chased Ronnie Gossett from the studio. Dundee being checked now. Freddie showing much concern on the Superstar, but hopefully Bill not hurt very badly. very resilient wrestler in the ring in Bill Dundee. Dundee and Freddie will be awarded the match on the basis of disqualification. Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy disqualified, and luckily for Bill, Dustin Rhodes coming to his aid. And, oh boy, what action! Want to see if we've got some time here, if we can get Black Bart and the Dirty White Boy out here. See if we can get them out. Here they come. The Dirty White Boy and Black Bart.
Listen to me. There was a woman out here last week, and you look a lot like her. Yeah. So you, my friend, keep your damn mouth shut. That's what you're gonna do. Now then, Dustin Rhodes, you soy, Lola, scumbag, you and that dead-gum midget, Bill Dundee, has bit off more than either one of you can get down your skinny, sprawly neck. You, my friend.
Freddie is concerned. It kind of kills the gimmick, says Lisa on Twitch.
Damn time you look at going and read. You be watching for these two men. They're going to see, baby. They're going to see us. Right here, the Dirty White Boy and Big Black Boy. Dustin Rhodes, you've been running around here, boy. Right, going on your old man's coattails. Well, then don't hack it with the White Boy or Black Boy. Now you can bring the superstar Bill Dundee out here and be your partner if you want to. Ready? But you just seen exactly what we'll do to anybody that messes with us, baby. Because me and him, tag team or singles, are the baddest men in the what? CWA area, and there ain't nothing nobody can do about it. Right, boy? Dustin Rhodes, Bill Dundee, you can take these stage here and you can throw them away. Because when it comes right down to it, when it's a gut check, when you're doing what feeds your dead-gum family, and you stick your nose where it don't belong, we're going to take a B and a B.
Hey, Galactic, welcome in. I went early this week.
There. And guess what? They ain't a
dude, I like them.
You can
They're a good team.
Baby, we liable to bust some bones real bad. It's been your pleasure.
Yeah, I went early this week, guys. Just I've got a buddy coming over. We're going to watch SummerSlam Night 2. So, but my normal time frame will not change. This is just a one-off. Every once in a while I may do this, but normal time frame is still Sunday nights at 6 Eastern. But hell yeah, thanks for coming through here, guys. Also got a brand new video that just dropped in the video section at about 25 minutes ago. So after this, I'm going to be plugging that and trying to get you guys to go over there and show them a little bit of love. Thanks everyone for coming and hanging out.
Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m., Riverside Downs. 6 exciting big matches. You will see Headbanger Ed going against Lou Fabiano, the Battle of the Brutes, the Dirty White Boy against Hitman Doug Gilbert. You will see a CWA Tag Team title match, Chris Champion Mark Starr against Jeff Jarrett Freddie.
Jeff Jarrett's a good-looking kid. Freddie, you're the craziest thing this side of hell. But me and my brother are the CWA Tag Team Champions, and we aim to keep those belts no matter what we have to do.
Then you will see a big CWA title match, Black Bart, the current holder of the belt, against Dustin Rhodes.
You know, Dustin Rhodes, you, my boy, have got to be the stupidest one individual that I have ever met in my life. You try to talk like your daddy, you walk like your daddy,
he does try to talk like his daddy
and you're trying to wrestle like your daddy. Well, boy, your daddy couldn't get the dead-gum job done in another territory, if I may say so myself. And you in the CWF ain't gonna get the job done because I'm gonna see to it. Come on down, walk that out, walk right into this dead-gum
BB
on
the branding iron.
Dead-gum thing I don't think you can do about it.
Then you're going to see the big main event of the evening. Bill Dundee, Rick Morton, they're going against the Blackbirds with Harold Harris. The Blackbirds, they have this to say about that match.
We got ripped off, Ice. Those rogues stole something from us. You see what happened when you steal from the Blackbirds? We tore it up just like we gonna do you this week. Ricky Martin.
Because we were real Kentucky State Tag Team Champions.
I told you, suckers, often imitated, but never duplicated. This week.
I told you, suckers.
This week.
Don't miss the
They just cut him off.
this Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m.
They just cut him
Riverside
off.
Downs. We want to see you there.
Back, Michael St. John back with you here on
Main
Championship
event coming up
Wrestling,
here. It's
ready
going to be
for our
quick.
next event. Wildside coming out to the
Wildside going to
table
get it.
here, coming
Chris
this
Champion,
direction,
Mark Starr.
You know something?
Maybe we got a
Where's
six-man.
Billy Travis and this Ricky Morton?
Oh, damn, they got the
we
belts.
had a match scheduled for them and they didn't even show up. So you got 3 guys out here now, and we're going to beat the dog hell out of them in a real soon.
Oh, a handicap match?
That ain't enough.
I mean, it's going to be no.
Set 12.
It's going to be fine. These guys are going to destroy them.
Listen to this. Here we go.
Gonna get Raper
Wildside
this
jumping
week.
in the ring. Handicap match. Frazier in there. Chris Frazier, Tim Hall in there.
Wait a minute. This ain't fair. This is 3 against 2. This is 3 against 2. We can't have that. That ain't fair. That's 3 guys against 2.
You guys were saying bring 10, bring 20. There's only 3 in there, guys. Why don't you get in there and show what you can do? Oh, what a change of tune there. Back in the ring, Mark Starr, Chris Champion, both going to work. Holy cow. Big Freezer Thompson being caught by both of them. Referee Jerry Calhoun getting some order in the ring. Mark Starr now against Freezer Thompson. Thompson backed into the ropes, whipped.
Dog hell
And
out
Starr
of him.
catches him high, drop kick, got him on the side of the head. Big Freezer Thompson going down in a heap. Tag is made. Coming in right now, I believe, is Tim Hall. Yeah, we got back to 2 and 2. Finally. Here's Chris Champion. This is a rough. You've heard me say this already today, but I'm going to repeat it. It is a rough, tough tag team. Chris Champion and Mark Starr, the Wild Side, and they are as unorthodox as any team you'll see in wrestling today. Look at this. Chris Champion on the top rope. Going up to the suplex is Starr. What a dangerous maneuver. Champion off the top rope. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Mark Starr.
Damn.
Saying
I knew it'd be quick.
Wildside style, that is. And they get the victory in the match. But now, apparently, they're not very happy with just the victory as they clean the ring. Freezer Thompson coming to the floor after being tossed out by Chris Champion. Champion continuing to stomp at the Freezer. Oh, boy, these guys are wild. When they say wild side, we mean it. Let's take this break. We'll be back in a moment with more action here on Championship Wrestling. Of course, the Blackbirds, new formidable tag team, making their mark in the CWA, victorious here on Championship Wrestling. We saw Bam Bam Bigelow in his big match get a victory. Dutch Mantell, Dustin Rhodes, victorious. Same for Bill Superstar Dundee and Freddie by disqualification, as Superstar Bill Dundee was double-teamed. And, of course, Wildside continues to run rapid throughout the CWA. Mark Starr and Chris Champion getting a win here on Championship Wrestling. For Dave Brown, I'm Michael St. John. Hope you enjoyed all the action. We'll see you next week right here on Championship Wrestling.
Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm putting right there in the link in the chat. Go check out the new video.
The announcers on this program
Give it some
are
love.
selected and paid by
And
parties
until
other
next
than-
week, we'll do it again. Thank you all so much. I'm going to go watch SummerSlam. Thanks, guys.